Welcome to BikeBeat, and today we're doing what we do best, diving deep into a machine that demands attention, a bike that carries both legacy and controversy in its veins. The 2025 Harley Davidson Virad. Few motorcycles stir emotions the way the Virad does, and in 2025 Harley has resurrected this nameplate with a clear purpose to prove that American muscle can not only survive in a modern world of electronics and efficiency, but thrive. Let's set the scene. Picture the bike standing still under a showroom spotlight. The first thing you notice isn't a single detail, it's the stance. Long, low, wide, a silhouette that screams dragstrip inspiration. The rear tire is massive, anchoring the bike visually like a clenched fist. The tank and bodywork flow like muscle over bone, sculpted to show off the V-twin at the center. It's aggressive, it's purposeful, and it's unapologetic. There's no mistaking this for anything else on the road, and that's exactly what Harley wanted. Cut to slow-motion shots of the LED headlamp firing up. Gone are the halogens of old. The modern Virad stares back with a bright, white, futuristic glow. The tail section, slim and compact, carries LED signals integrated with the brake light, keeping the rear minimal. Harley isn't chasing retro here, it's building a cruiser that looks forward, not backward. The finish is immaculate, matte black options for those who want stealth, gloss metallics for those who want flash, and contrasting engine highlights that shimmer as sunlight glances across them. Swing a leg over and you immediately feel the intent of the ergonomics. The seat is low, welcoming, with a shape that cradles rather than perches you. The bars are wide and slightly pulled back, opening your chest and making you feel bigger, stronger, more in command. Your legs stretch out to the forward controls, and suddenly you're locked into that Virad posture. It's aggressive but comfortable enough to promise hours in the saddle. Riders of all sizes will appreciate how easy it is to flat-foot at stops, something that adds confidence when handling a heavy motorcycle. Fire it up, and the magic begins. The 1,250 cubic centimeters liquid-cooled V-twin barks to life with a growl that resonates deep in your chest. This isn't just sound, it's sensation. At idle it pulses with authority, but roll on the throttle and it climbs, snarling higher than you expect, a reminder that this isn't a lazy cruiser lump. Harley claims around 120 horsepower at 8,250 RPM and torque figures in the range of 110 to 115 Nm at 7,250. Numbers are one thing, but the delivery is what hooks you. Instant torque when you twist the grip, relentless pull as the revs rise, and a willingness to stretch further than most Harleys ever dreamed of. It's a power plant designed for riders who want that low-end grunt but also crave a sportier top end. B-roll of highway pulls. The Virad rockets forward, the front end staying composed, the rear tire digging in. 0 to 100 km an hour in about 3.5 seconds. A top speed pushing past 220. This isn't just muscle cruiser performance, it's straight-up sports performance dressed in Harley leather. The gearbox is a 6-speed unit, shifting with a precision that older Harleys sometimes lacked. The clutch action is lighter, thanks to assist and slipper functions, which also make aggressive downshifts smoother. These touches don't just make the bike faster, they make it more accessible. Riders who may have struggled with the heavy clutch of older Harleys will find this a relief. Zoom into suspension. Inverted front forks, a monoshock rear. The geometry is tuned for stability, keeping the bike glued to the road when the speeds climb. The long wheelbase and low center of gravity make the Virad feel planted, like a train on rails. It's not flickable, no one expects it to be, but sweeping bends feel natural, predictable, and addictive. That wide rear tire does add resistance at low speeds, and in city traffic you'll be aware of the bulk, but once the road opens up, the bike transforms. Brakes inspire confidence, with dual discs up front biting down hard, complemented by a solid rear disc. ABS is standard, and traction control works seamlessly in the background, stepping in when conditions demand. In some markets you'll get selectable riding modes: sport, road, rain, tailoring throttle response and safety systems to the environment. These aren't just bells and whistles. They make a 120 horsepower, 300 kilogram motorcycle something you can live with every day, whether you're blasting highways or crawling through wet city streets. Now let's talk comfort. The seat is better padded than you might expect from such a performance-focused cruiser. At highway speeds, the bike settles into a rhythm, vibrations controlled, the engine smooth for long stretches. Wind protection is minimal, you're exposed, unless you opt for accessories like a flyscreen or touring windshield, but that's part of the muscle cruiser experience. This isn't about cocooning you from the elements, it's about connecting you to the road. For touring, saddlebags and backrests are available, turning the Virad into a capable long-distance machine, but at its heart, it's a bike that loves the open highway and fast runs. Cut to urban riding. The compromises reveal themselves here. The weight makes tight maneuvers tricky. The long wheelbase means sharp U-turns require planning. Ground clearance is limited, so speed bumps and steep driveways need care. Fuel economy? Don't expect miracles. But every time you twist the throttle and feel the surge, those compromises fade into the background. You're reminded why you bought this machine, not because it's sensible, but because it makes you feel alive. And that's the unique selling point. In a world of efficient, practical, do-it-all motorcycles, the Virad is a specialist. It's a statement piece. It's Harley saying, we can do performance and still look like no one else. It competes with bikes like the Ducati Diavel and Triumph Rocket 3, but it brings something different to the table: Harley heritage, Harley community, and the revival of a nameplate that fans thought they'd never see again. For riders, that matters. The Virad isn't just another option on a spec sheet, it's a symbol of identity. Pricing reinforces that exclusivity. In India, ex-showroom sits around 21.92 lakh rupees, with on-road costs climbing higher once insurance and registration are included. In the US and Europe, expect similarly premium pricing, positioning it above traditional Harleys but competitive against European muscle cruisers. It's not cheap, but it was never meant to be. Ownership is as much about pride as it is about performance. Imagine rolling into a gathering, the Virad burbling at idle. People notice. They look twice. They know what it is. And when you pull away, the sound, the stance, the sheer presence leaves an impression. That's what you're buying. That's what Harley sells, an experience that lingers long after the ride ends. Of course, it's not for everyone. If you want nimbleness, fuel efficiency, or budget-friendly running costs, there are other bikes out there. But if you want muscle that looks like a piece of sculpture, performance that surprises every time you open the throttle, and the heritage of a name that's back from the dead, the Virad is for you. The 2025 Harley Davidson Virad isn't just a motorcycle. It's a comeback story. It's proof that Harley can evolve without losing its soul. It's proof that performance and style can coexist in one bold package. And for riders who choose it, it's proof that passion still matters. So what do you think? Is the new Virad the muscle cruiser king, or does it have work to do against the likes of the Diavel and Rocket 3? Drop your thoughts in the comments. And if you enjoyed this deep dive, hit like, share, and subscribe to BikeBeat. We've got more reviews, more test rides, and more of the world's most exciting motorcycles coming your way. Until next time, ride safe, ride strong, and never stop chasing the feeling that only two wheels can give.